Welcome back to True Wellness, where we empower you to take control of your health with realistic, natural strategies, especially designed for those of us embracing life beyond 50. Today's episode is one you definitely won't want to skip because we're revealing a surprising fact that turns one of the most widely accepted health beliefs on its head. For years, we've been led to believe that milk is the gold standard for calcium, the must-have drink to build and maintain strong, healthy bones. But here's the twist. There are several foods that actually contain more calcium than milk. Not only are these alternatives often easier for older adults to digest, but they also come with an impressive bonus. They deliver additional nutrients that support bone health in ways milk simply cannot. Why is this so important? Once we hit the age of 50, our bone density naturally starts to decrease. This means the chances of developing osteoporosis, experiencing fractures, or dealing with brittle bones go up significantly, especially for women. In fact, the National Osteoporosis Foundation reports that about 54 million Americans already have low bone mass or osteoporosis. That's why for seniors, getting enough calcium isn't just beneficial, it's vital to staying active, mobile, and independent well into the future. Now, here's the encouraging part. You don't have to rely only on dairy to meet your calcium needs. In reality, a number of calcium-rich foods not only rival milk, but actually exceed its calcium content per serving. Plus, these foods often bring extra perks like fiber, antioxidants, plant-based protein, or vitamin K, all of which play a crucial role in building stronger, more resilient bones. In today's video, we're going to introduce you to 7 amazing foods that deliver more calcium than milk. We'll break down how each one contributes to better bone health and offer easy, tasty ways to add them to your everyday meals. Whether you're lactose intolerant, following a plant-based lifestyle, or just looking to level up your natural approach to bone care, this episode has got you covered. So let's get started and discover how to boost your bone strength naturally and deliciously. 1. Chia seeds. Tiny seeds, mighty calcium for seniors. When it comes to foods that contain more calcium than milk, chia seeds are one of the most surprising and most powerful contenders on the list. Just 2 tablespoons of chia seeds deliver approximately 180 milligrams of calcium, which is more calcium per gram than milk provides. Despite this, many people still overlook these tiny nutritional giants. For seniors aiming to support stronger bones, chia seeds offer a simple and natural way to increase daily calcium intake without having to rely on dairy. But the benefits of chia seeds go far beyond calcium alone. These little seeds are rich in plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation, a hidden driver behind accelerated bone loss and joint discomfort in aging adults. Additionally, chia seeds are a great source of both fiber and protein, 2 nutrients essential for stabilizing blood sugar levels, curbing cravings, and maintaining muscle mass. Muscle strength is a critical factor in skeletal stability, especially as we grow older. Another major perk of chia seeds is how incredibly easy they are to add to your meals. There's no complicated preparation required. Just sprinkle a tablespoon into your morning oatmeal, blend it into your smoothie, stir it into yogurt or plant-based alternatives, or mix it into salad dressings and baked goods. Thanks to their ability to absorb liquid and form a gel-like consistency, they also support digestion and hydration, 2 areas that commonly slow down with age. For seniors searching for calcium-rich foods beyond traditional dairy products, chia seeds offer unmatched convenience and a powerful nutrient profile. Their versatility makes them one of the easiest and most effective ways to boost calcium intake naturally. And it's important to remember, calcium for seniors isn't just about the numbers. It's about preserving bone strength, reducing the risk of fractures, and maintaining the ability to stay active and independent well into your later years. Take Mela, for instance, a retired glass artist who once struggled with early signs of peripheral neuropathy and frequent muscle fatigue. After incorporating chia seeds into her daily breakfast smoothies and oatmeal, she began noticing a steady increase in her energy levels, fewer leg cramps, and an improved sense of balance. Chia seeds became her invisible armor, strengthening her bones while soothing her body from the inside out. 2. Collard greens, the leafy powerhouse for stronger bones. When discussing calcium-rich foods for seniors, collard greens undeniably earn a top spot. These nutrient-dense, dark green leaves deliver a remarkable calcium boost, providing about 270 milligrams of calcium per cooked cup, which is even more than the average 240 milligrams found in a typical glass of milk. But the advantages of collard greens extend far beyond their calcium content. One of the most important reasons collard greens stand out is their low oxalate content. Oxalates are natural compounds found in some leafy greens like spinach that can bind to calcium and block its absorption. Collard greens, however, are naturally low in oxalates, which means the calcium they provide is more bioavailable and easier for your body to absorb and use. This is particularly crucial for older adults whose digestive systems may become less efficient at absorbing calcium with age. In addition to being a calcium-rich food, collard greens are loaded with vitamin K, a key player in bone metabolism that helps bind calcium to your bones. Seniors with low vitamin K levels are at an increased risk for fractures even when their calcium intake is adequate. Incorporating foods like collard greens into your meals ensures that your body is not just getting calcium, but also utilizing it effectively to support bone strength. Collard greens also offer a good amount of fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and supports a healthy gut microbiome, another key factor in nutrient absorption, including essential minerals like calcium and magnesium. These nutrients work together to reinforce bone density and overall skeletal health. Another impressive feature of collard greens is their rich antioxidant content, including compounds like beta-carotene and lutein, which reduce oxidative stress and protect bone remodeling cells from damage. This makes them a multidimensional food for anyone over 50 who's serious about maintaining bone health. Cooking collard greens is both easy and delicious. You can saute them lightly in olive oil with garlic, steam them for a few minutes, or add them to hearty soups and stews. Unlike milk, which can cause digestive issues in many older adults, collard greens are usually well tolerated and provide a warm, savory addition to your plate. If you're aiming to explore foods that contain calcium more than milk, collard greens are a fantastic and flavorful place to start. They not only provide highly absorbable calcium, but come packed with companion nutrients that strengthen bones and improve long-term mobility. Take Oswin, for example, a jazz guitarist with a deep love for Southern cooking. Despite drinking milk regularly, he was surprised to learn his calcium levels were low. His dietitian recommended reintroducing collard greens into his meals, prepared just like his grandmother used to make. After just a few months of steaming and sautéing them into his weekly dinners, he noticed reduced knee stiffness and improved lab results showing better calcium absorption. Collard greens became a nostalgic, healing staple that helped him regain comfort and confidence in his movement. 3. Tofu, the plant-based calcium champion. Tofu may not be the first food that comes to mind when thinking about calcium for seniors, but it unquestionably deserves a prominent place in your bone health toolkit. Depending on how it's produced, just a half-cup serving of calcium-set tofu can provide anywhere from 250 to an astounding 800 milligrams of calcium, often surpassing the amount found in a full glass of milk. That makes tofu one of the top plant-based foods that contain more calcium than milk, and an incredibly versatile one at that. The secret lies in tofu's production process. When soy milk is coagulated using calcium sulfate, a method commonly used in many commercial tofu brands, the result is a nutrient-dense block that's not only packed with plant-based protein but also loaded with highly absorbable calcium. For seniors who are lactose intolerant, watching their saturated fat intake or seeking to move away from dairy, tofu is a gut-friendly, nutrient-rich option that supports bone health without the potential downsides of milk. But calcium isn't the only nutrient tofu brings to the table. This versatile plant food is also a solid source of magnesium and phosphorus, two minerals that are crucial for building and maintaining strong bones. Moreover, tofu is rich in plant-based compounds called isoflavones. These naturally occurring substances have been shown in numerous studies to reduce bone loss and even help improve bone mineral density in older adults, particularly postmenopausal women. Isoflavones work by mimicking the effects of estrogen, a hormone that declines with age and plays a key role in maintaining bone mass. By doing so, tofu helps to support both hormonal balance and bone preservation at the same time. Another reason tofu is so beneficial for seniors is its culinary adaptability. It can be pan-fried for a crispy texture, baked into hearty casseroles, scrambled as a savory breakfast, blended into creamy smoothies, or added to soups and stews for extra protein and calcium. Tofu's mild flavor means it absorbs whatever spices or sauces you use, making it easy to incorporate into both sweet and savory dishes. For older adults focused on avoiding fractures, maintaining mobility, and staying independent, tofu offers an affordable and accessible way to naturally increase calcium intake. It's especially valuable for those following a plant-based or vegetarian diet and for anyone aiming to reduce their reliance on animal products. Unlike calcium supplements, which often come in isolated forms, tofu delivers calcium within a whole food matrix that your body is better equipped to recognize, absorb, and utilize over time. So if you're serious about incorporating more calcium-rich foods for seniors into your diet, don't think of tofu merely as a meat alternative. Think of it as a central pillar in your bone-strengthening strategy. Thanks to its high calcium content, hormone-balancing isoflavones, and wide-ranging versatility in the kitchen, tofu stands tall as a plant-powered nutritional powerhouse you shouldn't overlook. Just ask Brianni, a breast cancer survivor who recently adopted a vegetarian lifestyle. Concerned about maintaining her bone density without dairy, she began adding tofu to her stir-fries and baked dishes 3 times per week. Within a few months, she noticed improved strength, enhanced yoga balance, and a growing sense of physical confidence. For her, tofu became a quiet but powerful ally in rebuilding both strength and peace of mind. 4. Sardines, small fish, big calcium benefits for seniors. When it comes to calcium-rich foods that pack more punch than milk, few options are as nutrient-dense and often underrated as sardines. Just 3 ounces of canned sardines, with bones included, contain roughly 325 milligrams of calcium, significantly more than what's found in a typical glass of milk, and that's only scratching the surface of what these small fish have to offer. For seniors aiming to build stronger bones and protect against age-related bone loss, sardines provide a unique combination of bioavailable calcium, essential vitamins, and healthy fats, all of which work in synergy to fortify the skeletal system. One of the most compelling aspects of sardines is that they're among the few animal proteins in which the bones are consumed. These tiny softened bones are packed with natural calcium and phosphorus, making them highly absorbable and especially valuable for older adults who want to support bone health without resorting to high doses of dairy or supplements. Sardines are also a rich source of vitamin D, an essential nutrient that plays a key role in helping the body absorb calcium and direct it where it's needed most, into your bones. As people age, vitamin D production from sunlight exposure often decreases, especially for those who spend less time outdoors or live in less sunny climates. Eating sardines helps bridge that gap, delivering both calcium and vitamin D in one compact, convenient package. This powerful nutrient duo is crucial for seniors as it not only boosts bone density, but also ensures calcium doesn't linger in the bloodstream where it can calcify arteries or joints. Moreover, sardines provide potent omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which are known to reduce inflammation, a critical factor since chronic inflammation can accelerate bone breakdown and hinder bone rebuilding. The presence of omega-3s also benefits joint health and cardiovascular function, both of which are deeply connected to aging well and staying active. In addition to calcium, vitamin D, and omega-3s, sardines are loaded with B vitamins, selenium, and high-quality protein, all of which contribute to tissue repair, bone maintenance, and overall energy levels. These tiny fish are a true example of how powerful nutrient density can be in a small serving size. If you're new to sardines or unsure how to include them in your diet, don't worry, there are plenty of simple, delicious ways to enjoy them. You can mash them into sandwich spreads, toss them into salads, mix them into pasta dishes with olive oil and lemon, or enjoy them on whole grain crackers for a quick, protein-packed snack. Sardines are shelf-stable, affordable, and ready to eat, making them a practical addition to any senior's meal plan. For those seeking calcium-rich foods that support more than just bone strength, sardines are a smart and efficient choice. They combine exceptional nutrition, ease of preparation, and proven health benefits in a way few other foods can match. If you're looking to go beyond milk and explore functional, whole food solutions for bone health after 50, it's time to give sardines a second look. Take Nell, a retired sailor who had always passed on sardines until his doctor pointed out his vitamin D deficiency and signs of early bone thinning. Once he began including sardines in his meals twice a week served with lemon on toast, he experienced a noticeable energy boost, improved lab results, and relief from chronic back discomfort. Now, he often jokes that the fish he once avoided may have saved his spine. 5. Almonds. The crunchy snack that strengthens bones. Among the most enjoyable and accessible calcium-rich foods for seniors, almonds stand out not only for their crisp, satisfying texture, but also for their impressive nutritional composition. A single cup of whole almonds delivers around 385 milligrams of calcium, substantially more than the calcium content in a typical glass of milk. While most people won't consume a full cup in one sitting, even a modest portion, about 23 almonds or a small handful, offers approximately 75 milligrams of calcium, making them a smart and tasty daily snack to help promote stronger bones at any stage of life. What makes almonds particularly valuable for seniors who are focused on calcium intake for bone health is their unique combination of nutrients that work in harmony to reinforce skeletal integrity. In addition to calcium, almonds are a rich source of magnesium, an essential mineral that activates vitamin D and helps drive calcium into the bones where it's needed most. Without sufficient magnesium, calcium can have difficulty reaching the skeleton, reducing its effectiveness in supporting bone strength. Almonds also contain heart-healthy monounsaturated fats that reduce systemic inflammation, a silent but serious factor in bone and joint degeneration. Chronic inflammation is a common challenge in aging bodies, and by regularly consuming anti-inflammatory foods like almonds, seniors can better protect their skeletal system from gradual deterioration. Another nutritional highlight of almonds is their high vitamin E content, a powerful antioxidant that shields cells, including osteoblasts, the bone-building cells, from oxidative damage. As we age, these bone-forming cells become more susceptible to stress, and vitamin E helps to preserve their function and vitality. Beyond vitamins and minerals, almonds deliver a solid dose of protein and dietary fiber. Protein is essential for maintaining lean muscle mass, which acts as a stabilizing support for bones, critical for seniors aiming to maintain balance and avoid falls. The fiber in almonds also contributes to blood sugar regulation, an important factor since uncontrolled blood glucose has been linked to reduced bone density and greater fracture risk. Incorporating almonds into your daily eating habits is simple and delicious. Enjoy them raw or roasted for an easy snack. Blend them into smoothies. Toss slivered almonds over salads or morning oatmeal, or spread almond butter on whole grain toast for a calcium-rich breakfast or snack. While almonds are calorie-dense, their richness in nutrients means a small portion offers significant health benefits, making them a high-impact choice for seniors looking to maximize nutrition with minimal effort. If you're interested in adding more foods that contain calcium more than milk into your routine, almonds are an ideal candidate. They're shelf-stable, require no refrigeration, and are easy to take on the go, perfect for older adults who want low-maintenance but highly beneficial foods. In essence, almonds go far beyond being a crunchy treat. They're a nutritional ally in your commitment to bone strength, offering a natural, dairy-free calcium source that fits seamlessly into nearly any lifestyle. Just ask Fiorella, a retired teacher with a notorious sweet tooth. Instead of reaching for processed cookies, her daughter introduced her to cinnamon-roasted almonds as a healthier alternative. Soon she was snacking on almonds mid-morning and sprinkling slivered nuts into her salads. Her cravings subsided, and her next bone density scan revealed a surprising improvement. Almonds became her guilt-free indulgence and her most flavorful defense against osteoporosis. 6. White beans, the humble legume with high calcium for seniors. White beans, including varieties like navy beans, great northern beans, and cannellini, may not appear particularly impressive at first glance, but when it comes to foods that contain more calcium than milk, these modest legumes certainly deserve recognition. A single cup of cooked white beans provides approximately 160 to 240 milligrams of calcium, depending on the type, putting them in the same league as or even above a typical serving of milk. Even more compelling is their rich mix of other bone-boosting nutrients, which makes white beans an ideal food choice for seniors aiming to protect and improve skeletal health. For older adults seeking calcium-rich foods that are plant-based, hearty, and versatile, white beans check every box. They offer a low-fat, high-fiber alternative to dairy, which can sometimes be difficult to digest for seniors, particularly those with lactose intolerance or sensitive stomachs. Additionally, white beans are especially beneficial for those managing blood sugar, cholesterol, or weight, 3 interconnected factors that significantly impact bone health as we age. The calcium found in white beans is complemented by high levels of magnesium and potassium, 2 crucial minerals that help maintain acid-base balance in the body. Why is this important? As we grow older, particularly if we eat diets heavy in animal proteins, refined grains, or processed foods, our bodies can become more acidic. In response, the body pulls calcium from the bones to help neutralize this acidity, which can weaken the skeletal structure over time. By incorporating more alkalizing foods like white beans into your meals, you can help preserve bone calcium and minimize this slow but serious process of bone erosion. White beans are also rich in plant-based protein, which supports muscle maintenance. Muscle mass is essential not only for strength and mobility, but also for fall prevention. a key concern for seniors aiming to stay active and independent. Plus, their fiber content supports gut health, which plays a critical role in nutrient absorption, including calcium and magnesium, two minerals vital for bone density. When it comes to cooking, white beans are as practical as they are nutritious. They work beautifully in soups, stews, chilies, casseroles, and pasta dishes. You can mash them into flavorful spreads, toss them into salads, or blend them into creamy sauces as a dairy-free base. And for those who value convenience, canned white beans, rinsed and drained, offer a time-saving option that doesn't sacrifice nutritional value. For seniors who are ready to move beyond milk and discover simple yet powerful ways to support their bone health, white beans are a comforting and cost-effective choice. They're a testament to how everyday ingredients, when chosen wisely and eaten regularly, can contribute to long-term wellness and skeletal resilience. Take Soren, a retired construction worker who never thought much of beans. After slipping on an icy sidewalk and suffering a minor fracture, he became determined to rebuild his strength and protect his bones. His wife began preparing hearty white bean soups and stews, and over the course of 6 months, Soren noticed better balance, increased energy, and higher calcium levels on his blood tests. Now he laughs as he tells friends that beans, not pills, are his new daily supplement. 7. Figs, the naturally sweet source of calcium for seniors. If you're in search of a naturally sweet treat that also helps strengthen your bones, figs are an excellent choice. These ancient, fiber-rich fruits are among the rare plant foods that deliver a meaningful dose of calcium. Just 5 medium-sized dried figs provide about 120 milligrams of calcium, making them one of the more surprising and flavorful foods that contain calcium more than milk when you look at them on a per-calorie basis. For seniors who want calcium-rich foods with minimal prep time, figs are not only convenient and satisfying, but also support digestion, cardiovascular health, and balanced blood sugar. But calcium is just the beginning of why figs deserve a place in your diet. These sweet gems are also high in magnesium, potassium, and contain small amounts of vitamin K, all of which are critical for preserving bone mineral density. Potassium in particular helps reduce calcium loss through the urine, which becomes increasingly important as we age. By minimizing this mineral loss, potassium helps keep more calcium in your system, allowing bones to retain their strength over time. What makes figs especially remarkable is how they satisfy a craving for sweets without the negative effects associated with processed sugars. While sugary snacks and desserts can contribute to inflammation and bone weakening, figs offer natural sugars combined with fiber, antioxidants, and polyphenols, plant compounds that help fight oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a major contributor to age-related bone deterioration, and by incorporating antioxidant-rich foods like figs into your routine, you're actively fighting back against this process. The fiber in figs also supports digestive health, which plays a central role in nutrient absorption, including calcium. As we've mentioned throughout this guide, a well-functioning digestive system is vital for seniors who want to make the most of the calcium they consume, whether it's from seeds, greens, beans, or fruits. That's why figs provide more than just nutrients. They support the systems that allow those nutrients to work effectively. Adding figs to your meals or snacks is as simple as it is enjoyable. You can eat them on their own as a naturally sweet and portable snack, chop them into yogurt or morning oatmeal, pair them with nuts or cheese for a balanced mini meal, or blend them into smoothies or homemade energy bars. Figs also enhance savory dishes, adding a chewy texture and natural sweetness to roasted vegetables or green salads. For seniors looking to add more variety and enjoyment to their calcium intake, figs are a hidden gem that checks all the boxes. They're naturally shelf-stable, don't require refrigeration, and offer one of the most delicious, low-effort ways to increase your calcium consumption without relying on dairy. Ultimately, figs prove that getting enough calcium doesn't have to be boring, bland, or overly clinical. These sweet, nutrient-rich fruits help maintain stronger bones, soothe a sugar craving, and support overall well-being all at once. Just ask Calista, a retired librarian with a lifelong love of desserts. After needing to reduce her sugar intake, her nutritionist introduced her to dried figs. She started dipping them in almond butter or pairing them with walnuts instead of pastries. Not only did her blood sugar stabilize, but her joint discomfort also eased. Figs brought indulgence back into her life and quietly strengthened her bones in the process. As we've explored today, milk may be the most well-known source of calcium, but it's far from the only option, and certainly not the best one for everyone. In fact, these 7 foods that contain calcium, more than milk, offer seniors a refreshing variety of choices that go well beyond the dairy aisle. From nutrient-dense seeds like chia to bone-loving greens like collard, from omega-rich sardines to satisfying almonds and naturally sweet figs, each food brings not just calcium, but also a powerful set of co-nutrients that enhance absorption, reduce inflammation, and protect against the bone loss that often accelerates after age 50. For those of us in our 50s, 60s, and beyond, preserving strong bones isn't just about avoiding fractures or staving off osteoporosis. It's about preserving mobility, confidence, and independence, whether you're gardening, dancing with your grandchildren, hiking with friends, or simply enjoying a walk without fear of falling. Your bone health is what makes all those moments possible. The good news is that with the right foods and consistent habits, you can support and even rebuild that foundation well into your later years. What's empowering is that every single one of these calcium-rich foods for seniors is affordable, easy to find in most grocery stores, and doesn't require elaborate cooking skills or expensive supplements. You don't need to overhaul your life or commit to strict regimens. Instead, it's about small, smart decisions, choosing chia seeds over cereal, adding a handful of almonds to your afternoon snack, or tossing some collard greens into your favorite soup. These decisions, repeated daily, compound into lasting benefits. By weaving these 7 foods into your regular meals, you're doing more than nourishing your bones. You're also supporting your heart, digestion, immune system, and even brain health. It's all connected, and your plate is a powerful place to start. So as you move forward, remember, your bone health doesn't depend solely on milk. The real key is variety, consistency, and choosing whole foods that deliver more than just calcium. Start with 1 or 2 of these bone-building superfoods this week and notice the difference in how you feel over time. If you found this guide helpful, please give it a like, share it with a loved one who might benefit, and subscribe to Truewellness for more science-backed, empowering health insights tailored for life after 50. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on how to stay strong, active, and thriving at every age. Thank you for joining us today, and here's to a stronger, healthier you.